Lois Carrier and Monique Cross, and today we're filling in for the guys who wanted this report to come out to you today because of the fear that's out there everywhere. You're hearing it on the news, you're hearing it every place. And of course, the month of January was not a good month for the market. However, if you remember, David and I talked about that January down only applied about 3/10 of the time to bad markets. So we're not too concerned about it. But just wanted to put some things in perspective for you, because if you remember what reversion to the mean is, the market is going to average 8 to 10% over time. So anytime the market is way up 20 or 15 or 25, then it's going to have to really go down in order to hit the average. So today we wanted to put things in perspective for you. Now Monique is wearing red because everything she reports on is negative. Down.
In the down, in the red.
In the down. And I'm going to report, we're each going to then take turns. So she'll report to you what the January report is for this particular fund. And lucky for you, we're not going to do the 15 that David gave us.
Yeah, we cut it down a little to give you the gist.
Cut it down to 5, just so you'll get the gist. The perspective is skewed, and we wanted to kind of correct that today. So first of all, we're going to take one that you know quite well, and that is the Dow. So how did the Dow turn out for the end of January?
A little over 4 down, in the
down.
negative, in the red.
In the red, so minus 4. However, for the 1 year total return, almost 16%.
And the 2 year was a little over 12.
And the 3 year was almost 15%. So those are thank you. Those are the good returns that the other one comes from that is settling down. Okay, and the next one we decided on was the S&P 500.
It was down almost 7.
Almost 7, okay. Yeah. So the end of January minus 7, but the 1 year return is almost 19%.
And the 2 year was a little over 18, up 2 years ago.
And the 3rd year was over 20, almost 21%.
Oh yeah.
Not bad news. Oh no. Okay, and then we thought that maybe technology, another huge one, would be something you'd be interested in.
Down about 11.
Wow.
Yeah. In the red.
In the red, minus 11, doesn't feel good, especially when you hear it on the news. However, the 1 year return was almost 19%.
And the 2 year, over 30.
Wow.
Over 30.
And the 3 years, over 35%. None of you complained or got scared when those returns were, you were like, oh yes, give me more. It's just settling in, okay? Settling in, that's all that's happening, that's right. Okay, and then we decided to do small value. And this is because I just love small companies. They're so much fun to watch. But small value very rarely outperforms anybody, as you know, small growth does. But ever since COVID, little small value has just been kicking butt of the growth companies. So we just wanted to let you know that how bad was the small value down the end of January?
A little over 6 or almost 7, I guess. 6.6.
6.6.
Got it, yeah.
Okay. However,
not as bad as some of the others.
For the 1 year, it's up almost 14%.
And the 2 year was almost 8.
Okay, and the 3 year was just barely over 7. So you notice that small value wasn't down as much, and that's because if you can see these numbers are closer to the average of 8 to 10%. So it's your turn. All right. Okay. All right. Then another one that I love: commodities. Commodities, I call it the defense team. Usually commodities, when any disaster happens, commodities is going to be the one asset class it up. And all of you have all of these in your portfolios if you're clients of ours, and many more. So commodities, it's just interesting. 9/11, you go back and think of all the horrible things that have happened. Commodities are usually up. So this year, what did they end up at the end of January?
Up 8. The only one.
The only one you got that's up. Poor Bo. She got all the bad news. All right, 1. So positive 8. Yes. Think about commodities. Think about all the stuff that's been going on with COVID. Kind of bad news. So here commodities is. And so for the 1 year, it's up 34%.
2 years was almost 19%.
And the 3 years average is 11.17. So hopefully this has been very good, just to help you get perspective. All the bad news that you hear is not being filtered through the years of the market and everything that it goes through. And so just remember, you've got a certain percentage in all these different asset classes, and even when you hear the Dow, the S&P are down, that doesn't mean everything in your portfolio is down. And for those of you taking income, remember, none of your income is coming from anything down in value. That would be a horrible situation. Yeah. So we hope this was enjoyable.
Thank you, guys.
and entertaining. Thanks so much for listening. Bye-bye.
Bye.